If there's anything the Tales of the Jedi taught us is that Dooku was always a maverick Jedi, and that Qui-Gon Jinn has always been his master's apprentice. Dooku in fact valued him so much that now we clearly see the devastation he felt after he learned of Qui-Gon's death. I mean, not that he was waiting for Qui-Gon's death to join Palpatine and the Sith. We see that he had already done that by deleting Kamino from the archives, and even when he meets with Palpatine in the works, he tells him that too many people have already died, signifying that he was working with Palpatine even before the prequels started, before The Phantom Menace. Once Qui-Gon was lost, Dooku simply had not a shred of faith in the Jedi Council and in the Republic. But I think the nail in the coffin as it pertains to the Jedi High Council was in the episode choices, when Windu was elected to be in the council to replace Master Khatri, who had died on Raxus. First of all, even in the first episodes, we see that Jedi Dooku, at least, always sides with the underdogs. In the first episode, he does side with the villagers instead of the senator. But weirdly enough, this happens again in the episode choices with the other party. Now Dooku feels sorry for the traitors who killed the senator and Jedi Master Khatri. Because in that episode, Dooku kinda quotes the Sith code. One of the guards who killed Master Khatri and the senator is imprisoned on Raxus. Dooku has a brief conversation with him where it is made known that Dooku has been studying the Sith for a long time. There's a subtle line of dialogue in there when Dooku says to the guy, "How else will you achieve victory?" Using the word victory in this manner does hint that Dooku is well aware of the Sith code. Again, we're not talking about a battle or a war, we're talking about something much, much bigger. And to achieve victory in this sense, you have to do whatever it is necessary. That means killing a senator and killing a Jedi, something that Dooku not only understands, but sympathizes with the killer. All throughout the mission, though, it is shown clearly that Mace Windu is going by the book, painfully so, while Dooku is constantly pushing the limit. Alas, the instructions by the Jedi Council, as Windu constantly reminds Dooku, is to only investigate and not take matters into their own hands. Dooku just simply cannot help himself. He had this weird dichotomy of wanting justice for a fallen Jedi, something that he deeply appreciates, but also wanting justice for the people who had committed murder just in order to save their planet. It's a very weird spot, a tightrope that Dooku walks here, and credit to Dave Filoni who managed to pull this off, because it's very tricky, I can tell you that. The shocking part though comes on Coruscant. After the burial of Master Khatri, we now learn that it is in fact this moment when Mace Windu enters the Jedi Council, becomes a member. He will replace the now dead Jedi Master Khatri, and Dooku has caught wind. The moment of conflict comes when Dooku plainly asks Mace Windu, did he know that he was going to replace Master Khatri before they left for Raxus? Insinuating, of course, that Mace Windu played it straight just because he knew he would be on the Jedi Council after this ordeal. We kind of get a hint that Master Windu was a maverick Jedi himself. Why else would Dooku be shocked that Mace Windu is now all of a sudden turn it around and is playing it by the book, just as the Jedi Council informed him? Windu's behavior on Raxus might have caught Dooku by surprise, because in his mind, he thought that both maverick Jedi were going on Raxus to solve this once and for all. However, he got left hanging, sorta, because he was the one asking the questions while Mace Windu was just trying to pose quick questions and go back to report to the Jedi Council. Windu, of course, denies that he knew anything about his integration into the Jedi Council. Whether Dooku believes this or not is not really made clear. But before they end their conversation, Windu, clear as day, tells him that the reason why I was elected to be a member of the Jedi Council and you are not is because you are insubordinate and I am. He tells Dooku that your actions led to what is now a dead senator. But there's also a moment on Raxus, if you may have missed it, when Dooku asks Windu how will the Jedi achieve peace if they will blindly follow the orders of the Senate, to which Windu replies that they have their own Jedi Council and their own method. They do not adhere to the Senate and they do not give in to their ego. I think that was the moment Count Dooku's relationship with Windu severed, because Mace Windu, without a doubt, was throwing it at Dooku, telling him that he is constantly indulging in his own ego, thinking he always knows better, while Windu is trying to sway to the way of the collective, the Jedi Council, what kind of a decision they will make as a unit instead of an individual, which the Jedi, of course, are all against. This is why I don't think Mace Windu at all backstabbed Count Dooku to get the Jedi Council seat. Dooku, of course, would not want to accept it even if they offered it, so that's why they went the way of Mace Windu, knowing that he is more of an in-house Jedi rather than Dooku, who is a complete maverick, a similar problem which Qui-Gon had as well. But of course, let me know all your thoughts down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up down below, subscribe for dailies, and you can have an awesome day, Star Wars fans. I'll see you in the next video, and may the Force be with you. Until then.